No Lie is brought to you by iTrust Capital. By now, you've probably heard all about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. You might even already be investing in them. But did you know you can invest in cryptocurrencies through your retirement account? With iTrust Capital, you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies from a crypto IRA and get all the same tax advantages as a traditional IRA. iTrust Capital allows you to invest in over 24 of the most popular cryptocurrencies, and unlike the stock market, you can buy and sell 24 hours a day. The iTrust Capital platform is easy to use, and it only takes a few minutes to create your account. Setting up an IRA is free, and iTrust's fees are low. It's time to start taking control of your financial future. With iTrust Capital, you can get all the tax benefits of a retirement account while investing in crypto. Visit itrustcapital.com to start investing today. That's itrustcapital.com. Taxes and conditions may apply. Fees apply. Cryptocurrencies are a speculative investment with risk of loss. iTrust Capital Inc. does not provide legal, investment, or tax advice. Consult with a qualified legal, investment, or tax professional.
It's finally time to start firing up the grill. From city to shore, Acme is everything you need to prep for this summer season. Download the Acme app to shop for this season's essentials any way you want. Open the Acme app, clip your deals, then order your items online. An experienced Acme associate will carefully select your groceries, bag your order, and bring it right to your car or deliver right to your door. Download the app or visit acmemarkets.com for program details.
Hi there, I am Adam Kirbas, and this is my novel, The Accused. Ladies and gentlemen, I talked with my lawyer. I wanted to address you in person. Indeed, everything what has been said in this trial so far. You, dear jury, you have the chance to make up your mind. You have it in your hands to either believe the prosecution or to believe me, because I am just an ordinary man. I am just an ordinary boy. I have no interest in any career. I do not pursue daytime on a news channel. I am not a narcissist who craves for attention. Not at all. Even though the prosecution tried to pin me as an egoist, as a narcissist, yet I'm none. And I talked with my lawyer, even though he tried to dissuade me from speaking to you personally. But I want you to see my face, to hear my voice while I am speaking to you, while I show you my world, while I want you to convince you of the truth. It is true. There is no denying of it all. Someone died. And quite frankly, I do not regret his death. No. This person died because he was a criminal. He was someone who deceived the world. He was someone like the guy from the prosecution who always wanted to see his face in the news. Someone who did not care about ordinary people. Someone who did not care about people like you and me. We are average Americans. We are the guys from next door. We are people who go to work. People who are day laborers. People who live modest lives. And who did not ask for much in their lives. Because we know how life truly is. We know what life is all about. We are not dreamers. We are not people who somehow crave for anyone's life, crave for attention. We are not someone who live high above all others and do not care about ordinary people. We are not people who look down on the average American. No, this is not how my parents brought me up. The prosecution tried to pin me as someone who would not have any moral conscience, as someone who would be vile, who would be debauched, who would just be someone the society should feel ashamed of, someone whose parents should feel ashamed of, someone, therefore, who did this horrible deed. The prosecution tried hard to portray me as the villain, as everything what has went wrong in America. And they wrote about it in the news, oh dire. Our lost children. They said that I would not know right from wrong, that I would live in a world beyond human understanding, that I would be even insane. And you could see all over the news media what is wrong with Americans' youth, what is wrong with all our people. Well, let me be clear of it. I am not a petulant boy. Not at all. I'm a man, dear jury. I'm a man who has his right heart on the right place. I'm a man who fought, like his ancestors, for a free country. I'm a man who strongly and deeply believes in the right of everyone to live and die as free human beings. I am not a murderer. Not at all. I am not the cold-hearted, bloody murderer the prosecution tried to pinpoint me. This is not who I am. This is not who I ever was. And all those people who come forth from back in my school days, my former teachers who claimed that I would be dangerous because they already saw who I am. What can you see in a little boy? What can you see in a man, in a little boy who has not come to age? We follow the court. Guilty until proven otherwise. We do not judge people. This is not American. This is not our American way of life. We are positive towards life. Why? Because we freed ourselves from the chain of tyranny and oppression. We have a positive view on the world. We do not harm each other with prejudices. We do not look down upon each other, assuming, this a person is a no good, even though I do not know him. Why? Why would you think something of that? Why would you stigmatize someone as a no good, as someone who would not who wouldn't be suitable for society? Isn't my labor worth anything? Or are only those people high on top who give grand interviews, they are the only ones who are really working in America? Is it all about them? Dear jury, I beg to differ. I am an ordinary human, like you and I. I have wishes. I have desires. I'm not someone like the prosecutor said, who had no dreams, who was a vigilante, and who was only interested in stirring up trouble. Not at all. Not at all. I always wanted to accomplish something in my life. I always wanted to live the American dream, and I worked for it. I put in hard labor. I didn't do it just for my parents. I didn't do it just to get recognition. I did it for myself. I wanted to accomplish something. Hard labor as Americans. This is what we are. This is how we understand America. We do not leave anything to choice. We do not wait until the apple falls down from the tree so that we can feed ourselves. We do not wait until happiness comes to us. No, we pursue happiness. We do not leave our lives to chance. And this is the American dream. This is the real American dream I lived for, I cared for, and I was brought up in. My parents raised me in the belief that out of nothing comes nothing. That you have to work for yourself. And so I did. I was not a lazy slug like all those people try to portray me. If I would have been a lazy slug, why did I wake up every day in the morning and went to a job? I didn't live from paycheck to paycheck. Not at all. I had dreams. I was not a numbed young man. I had a job, I had a house, and even I had a girlfriend. No, dear jury. Someone did not die because someone was desperate. Someone did not die because of a vigilante who just didn't know what to do with his life, didn't know what to think of his life. I did not seek attention. No. Because I was proud. And I am proud who I am. I felt never ashamed of myself. I never wanted to be someone else like me. Because why would I? Why would I pursue other people's lives? I am thankful for everything my parents gave me on their way. I received everything. I did not need anything. I did not need anything at all because I had found happiness. I had found happiness in the one girl I truly and thoroughly loved. She was the jewel of my eyes. Dear jury, you have never met her. You have never seen her beautiful smile, these beautiful eyes which would grab you. You have never seen those beautiful lips, this beautiful, gorgeous woman who would charm me, elate me the moment she spoke my name. She was the beacon of my life. She was everything I had in my life. She was the dire thing for which I thanked God every day on Sundays. That she found me, because I knew that I could have never found and even saw something beautiful like her. She was the most beautiful creature I have ever seen. And she grabbed my heart, she grabbed my soul, and I wanted to become happy with her. I was happy. We already had made up our minds to have children. We planned our homes. And we planned our future. It's supposed to be a happy one. A never-ending sunshine. And then, this light of my day was was destroyed, was extinguished, was erased. She was such a cheerful, beautiful woman who would elate a room with her joy and would make the world a better place. I wish, dear jury, you had met her. But destiny did not let it happen. It did not come to that way. Even to this very day, in this very moment, I feel her absence. I feel her hand, her heart throbs, which gave me so much strength and which led me to the way, which led the way where I stand here, not as an accused. I am not an accused, dear jury, not at all, no matter what the prosecution says. I am not an accused. No, I seek justice. Someone did not die because he was attacked or he is a victim. No, someone did die because there is still a belief in justice in this world. A belief that in the good. I believe that every prayer we send towards heaven, that they mean something. That we build, brick by brick, a just society. And the victim. But everyone talks about the victim as someone who didn't do anything for society, someone who was a real no good. No one reads or has forgotten all those news articles about this villain. Everyone has forgotten all this news and outcry of this man, that he would destroy our youth. That this man has some sort of derooted our youth. Everyone seems to have forgotten it. And now this villain, this so-called victim, has become a saint, has become the most honorable human being on God's earth. And everyone talks about him. And I only read yesterday, people came forth, how much he did for the world. This poor fellow. And he was taken from the world. This is how the article goes. He was taken from the world. He was such a good human being. He had always, and even his employees came forward, though the very same who complained about dire working conditions, even they came forward and say, my God, he was such an honorable man. He was such a decent boss. Even those who quitted in masses and left this man's company, even they found some nice words. He did not deserve this end. No. He maybe did not. I'm not God, and nor are we all. Nor can we pretend to be God. Only God can give us justice. There is no justice. We can assume. But I don't know whether this was a genius PR gag or whatever this was. I don't want to accuse anyone. Not at all. No. I don't have to accuse anyone. because I brought justice to the world. And how about my girlfriend? I want you to remember her name, because nothing was printed of her, not even a photo. Her name was Maggie. Her face has seared itself in my brain. The most lovely thing. And her life was destroyed. Destroyed by the very same man, by the very same villain. Society has now decided to praise and elevate to a god, to a saint. She didn't do anything wrong. She was the all-American girl. She was the girl from next door. She had a golden heart. She had something unique. Only American girls have it. This belief in the good in the world. Her eyes and her face were not overshadowed by the evil and villainous world outside. The world was far away. And she was my girlfriend. We were lucky. I was lucky. But then it ended. It ended because of this villain. Because of this evil person who could not keep his greed under control. Someone who loved money more than everything in this world. This person, this villain, became now our hero. This is not the American dream. This is not what we think about good, decent Americans. That you drop your heart, that you forget about your conscience, that you want to be successful by every means necessary. This is not American. We are not cold-hearted. We are not people who don't care about others. We are not people who are left cold by the misery of others. And yet, we hailed this villain, this criminal, as a hero. No, he was the victim. This is now our announcement. He was the dire victim of a society, of an evil society. What is wrong with our people? This is what we now talk about. We do not talk about the conditions, the society this villain helped to create. We do not talk about all the lost lives this villain helped to destroy. No, he is now a hero. He is now just among the just. He was not led by greed. No, he wanted to improve society. He wanted to improve society. In doing what? In stripping people's identities down, so that we face each other bare and naked, so that we do not see our unique faces anymore, so that we become interchangeable, without depth, without character, so that we become random people, like a product. The economy can take advantage of And what do we get in return? Now we give up all our identities so that we can become part of a fad, so that we can become part of a new age. This is what this villain pronounced us. This is what he said, that a new world of communication would begin, that we would change how we would think about the world, and that we would some sort of gain something from this. That we would gain more friends, that we would gain more likes. The world would know us, the world would see us, the world would know who we are. But he did not say what we would have to give up for it. That we would have to give up who we are. That we would have to leave behind our unique faces, our unique beings. He did not tell us that he would infuse us with a drug. Pure people who could then not stop. He did not tell us that he would deceive us of our freedom, that we would not find rest anymore. No, this was an ingenious PR strategy. No, he kept all this to himself. This was his killing joke. And while he lived in beautiful mansions, while he became one of the richest people on earth, people got nothing but their misery. And this villain lived off the blood of many young folks. And our blood filled the cups, filled the golden cups of economists, of wealthy people. Our misery was their gain. And what did we get for it? Nothing but tears and loss. How many parents did mourn the death of their children? How many? How many parents stood on graves which were supposed to be for them? And how many parents surpassed their children's? No, our cups, they were filled with tears. No, dear jury, this man, he was not a hero. He was a modern villain who has created a society with values which made him a hero, the new hero of our time, who robs people, who deceives people, who strips them naked and compares them to each other, so they will never ever find joy and happiness in their lives. This is what this villain did, and no one talks about it anymore. He became a saint. And we have stopped becoming decent people anymore. We are not the same anymore. Because now we hail a villain. And here in this very court, we try to we try to judge someone, a decent man who did nothing else but to bring justice to this world. No, dear jury, I am the victim here.
It's finally time to start firing up the grill. From city to shore, Acme is everything you need to prep for this summer season. Download the Acme app to shop for this season's essentials any way you want. Open the Acme app, clip your deals, then order your items online. An experienced Acme associate will carefully select your groceries, bag your order, and bring it right to your car or deliver right to your door. Download the app or visit acmemarkets.com for program details.